Light of the World, Learning English Through the Bible, Review Unit A2, 42. Copyright Light of the World Learning.
Pray, review, and preview. Bible readings. Jesus heals a demon-possessed man and a sick woman. Jesus teaches with stories. The Compassionate Father. The Transfiguration. Jesus raises Lazarus from the dead. Jesus is betrayed. Themes: entertainment, pastimes, natural world, giving directions and following instructions, comparing and contrasting, writing, restaurant.
Preview. Pronunciation. E spelled open E, I spelled open I, O spelled open O, and Z. Z, S, is spelled final S. Est and un. Miss and X. Re and dis. Grammar. Would, wouldn't, like. Irregular verbs. Similes with like and as. Prepositions of motion, directions. Comparatives and superlatives. Present continuous versus present simple. Should, must, and have to. What do you see? What do you see? What do you see? What do you see?
What do you see?
What do you see? Oops, I'm sorry. It's no problem. Thanks for serving us.
We use would like to offer something or to tell what we want. The contractions are apostrophe D, like, or wouldn't like. Question, positive, negative. For example 1. Would you like to learn how to knit? Yes, I would like to learn. Please teach me. No, I would not like to learn. 2. Where would you like to go tomorrow? 3. Yes, she'd love to write about it. 4. No, he wouldn't like to volunteer. 5. What would you like to see tonight? Practice irregular verbs. Base form, simple past. Tell what you would or wouldn't like to do next week and what you did last week. For example 6. Tell, told. I'd like to tell my mom I love you next week. I also told her last week. 7. Think, thought. 8. Understand, understood. 9. Wear, wore. 10. Write, wrote. Similes with as, subject plus verb, plus as, plus adjective, plus as, plus noun. 1. He sounds as quiet as a mouse. 2. You are as gentle as doves. 3. It feels as light as a feather. 4. He is as wise as King Solomon.
Similes with like. Subject plus verb, like, noun. For example 1. The kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed. 2. The kingdom of heaven is like a treasure. 3. Pleasant words are like a honeycomb. 4. He roars like a lion.
First, next, then, finally. 1. First, I go over the bridge. Next, I go around the corner. Then, I turn right at the stop sign. Finally, I arrive at Grandma's yard. 2. First, the bird flies up. Next, it flies down. Then, it flies over the box. Finally, it goes through the box. 3. First, I. Next, I. Then I. Finally, I. Preposition of motion. Example. 1. Across. Walk across the street. 2. Along. Go along the train tracks. 3. Around. Go around the corner. 4. Down. Walk down the stairs. 5. From. Run from home to school. 6. Into. Go. The house. 7. Out of. Get. The car. 8. Over. Go. The bridge. 9. Past. Go. The cafe. 10. Through. Drive. The tunnel. 11. To. Run from home. School. 12. Up. Go. The stairs. Comparative adjectives compare to nouns. One syllable adds er. 1. Cheap, cheaper than. The bus is cheaper than the train. 2 or more syllables that don't end in y add more. 2. Expensive, more expensive than. 3. Beautiful. 2 syllables ending in consonant y drop the y and add ear. 4. Messy, messier than. 5. Busy.
Comparative adjectives compare two nouns. One syllable ends with consonant, vowel, consonant. Double the last consonant and add er. For example 6. Big, bigger than. Earth is bigger than the moon. 7. Hot. Irregular. 8. Good, better than. 9. Bad, worse than. 10. Far, farther than.
Superlatives compare more than two nouns. One syllable adds the and est. 1. Cheap, the cheapest. Rice is the cheapest food. 2. Tame. 2 or more syllables add the most. 3. Expensive, the most expensive. 4. Difficult. 2 syllables that end in y drop the y and add the in east. 5. Messy, the messiest.
Superlatives. One syllable ends with consonant, vowel, consonant. Double the last consonant and add est. For example 6. Sad, the saddest. Funerals are the saddest events. 7. Big. Irregular. 8. Good, the best. 9. Bad, the worst. 10. Far, the farthest.
Present continuous verbs are for actions happening now or in the planned near future. Verb plus ing, positive, negative. For example 1. Checking. I am checking the documents right now. I am not checking the books tomorrow. 2. Correcting. 3. Reading. 4. Writing. 5. Making.
Should, must, and have to for advice and rules. Use, verb, sentence. 1. Advice. Should. Should I leave a tip for the waiter? Yes, you should leave a 20% tip. Should not. He should not write a bad review today. 2. Formal rule. Must. Must. Yes. No. Must not. 3. Informal rule. Have to. Does he have to? Yes. Don't have to. Don't. No.
Conversation questions A. 1. What would you like to do this weekend? 2. Where would you like to visit someday? 3. What kind of nature do you enjoy most? Why? 4. What is heaven like? What is as small as a mouse? 5. What is across from you? What is over you? 6. Tell me the directions from your home to the nearest store.
Conversation questions B. 1. What's the best Bible story you read? Why? 2. What's worse now than last year? What's better? 3. What do you look for when you are proofreading? 4. Which punctuation marks are hardest to use correctly? 5. What must we do to please God? 6. What should you do to improve your English?
Listen and repeat. 1 E, spelled open E. B, me. 2 I, spelled open I. Hi, Bible. 3 O, spelled open O. Open, ago. 4 Z, spelled S. Thorns, delivers. 5 S, spelled S. Points, lights. 6 Z, spelled ES. Churches, washes. That man delivers Bibles to our churches. 8. I'm glad he opens the door and turns on the lights for me.
Listen and repeat the words with affixes. 1. Est can mean the most, biggest, strongest. 2. Un can mean not, unhappy, unable. 3. Miss can mean badly, misunderstand, misspell. 4. Ex can mean former or out, ex-boyfriend, exit. 5. Re can mean again, repeat, redo. 6. Dis can mean not, dislike, dishonest. 7. The biggest mistake I made was going out with my dishonest ex-boyfriend. 8. I'm unhappy when I misspell words and have to redo them. Say the word and the stress pattern. A. Hmm. B. C. D. E. 1. Theater. 2. Play. 3. Island. 4. Pollute. 5. Direction. 6. Compass. 7. Expensive. 8. Easy. 9. Mistake. 10. Question mark. 11. Manager. 12. Polite. Jesus heals a demon-possessed man and a sick woman. Mark chapter 5, verses 1 through 34. 1. How did the demon-possessed man act? 2. Why did the people of Gerasene beg Jesus to leave? 3. Why did Jesus tell the healed man to go home? 4. Why did the bleeding woman touch Jesus' robe? 5. Why did Jesus ask the woman to tell what had happened to her? 6. What has God done for you? Who have you told?
Jesus teaches with stories. Matthew chapter 13, verses 31 through 46. Mark chapter 4, verses 26 through 34. Luke chapter 13, verses 18 through 21. Chapter 18, verses 9 through 14. 1. What are the 4 kinds of ground the seeds fell on? 2. Why did Jesus have to explain the story to the disciples? 3. What did Jesus say the seeds were like? 4. Why is the kingdom of God like a mustard seed? 5. Why were the tax collector's prayers right and the religious man's prayers not right? 6. How does God want us to pray?
The story of the compassionate father, Luke chapter 15. 1. Why did Jesus tell the religious leaders this story? 2. What made the younger son return to his father? 3. How did the father react to the younger son's return? 4. Why did the older son refuse to celebrate his brother's return? 5. How does the father's love for his sons in this story remind you of God's love for you? 6. Do you identify more with the older son or the younger son? Why?
The Transfiguration. Matthew chapter 17, verses 1 through 9. 1. What happened when Jesus was praying? 2. Who appeared with Jesus? 3. What did they talk about? 4. What did Jesus say to the terrified disciples? 5. When have you been afraid? 6. How has God helped you overcome fear? 1.
Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead. John chapter 11, verses 1 through 46. 1. How long did Jesus wait before he went to see Lazarus? 2. What did Jesus mean when he said that Lazarus was sleeping? 3. How long had Lazarus been dead when Jesus finally arrived at Bethany? 4. What title did Jesus give to himself when he spoke to Martha? 5. Who did Martha say that Jesus was? 6. Why was Martha afraid to open the tomb? 7. Do you trust God to answer your prayer as Jesus did?
How Jesus was betrayed. Matthew chapter 26, verses 14 through 56. 1. What is the Passover? 2. Who was in charge of the apostles' money bag? 3. Why did Jesus give bread and wine to them? 4. Why did Judas betray Jesus? 5. How has someone betrayed you? How have you betrayed someone? 6. Do you believe Jesus has broken any promises to you? Why or why not?
Today, close to 2 million people are displaced in the Asian country of Myanmar due to the civil war. Most students complete only 6 years of school. The best jobs require English skills, but good English education is hard to get there. So every week, Sarah from the USA teaches online. She teaches 7 learners in Myanmar about the Bible in English. The students are currently children who come from Christian families or are being cared for by Christians. The classes are free, and the students want to learn English. God is at work in the country of Myanmar, Sarah said. The Light of the World material has stories about Jesus and his teachings. Students also memorize Bible verses and share what they have learned about Jesus. At the end of our classes, we spend time in prayer, Sarah says. I encourage the kids to say their prayers in Burmese. I love that they know that there are people on the other side of the world praying for them.
Listen and answer the questions. 1. How many years of school do most students complete in Myanmar? 2. Where does the teacher live? 3. What do the students learn online? 4. How much do the classes cost? 5. What do students memorize?
Write, wrote, written, hide, hid, hidden, sing, sang, sung, ring, rang, rung, go, went, gone, have, had, seesaw, seen, sit, sat, know, known, grow, grew, grown. Drive, drove, driven, give, gave, given, think, thought, thought, teach, taught, taught, hit, cut, hurt, put, do, did, done, win, won, take, took, taken, shake, shook, shaken, drink, drank, drunk, sink, sank, sunk, make, made, sell, sold, pay, paid, tell, told, fly, flown, show, showed, shown, break, broke, broken, speak, spoke, spoken, read, read, say, said, lose, lost, come, came, come, stand, stood, run, ran, run, wear, wore, worn, tear, tore, torn.
First review quiz. Take the listening, speaking, and writing quiz with your teacher. Listen to the 5 speaking questions and say your answers. Then look at the theme picture and write 5 sentences about it. Each sentence must have at least 6 words. 1 and 2 homework. 1. Read or listen to Matthew chapter 26, verse 57 through chapter 27, verse 61 in your language. Take the second review quiz at this link or at the QR code. Write your score here. If you are not happy with your score, practice more. Then take the quiz again and write your new score here.
Now I can use like and as to describe things. I can use should, must, and have to. I can talk about what I would and wouldn't like to do. I can understand and give directions to different places. I can talk about present and future actions. I can use comparatives and superlatives to compare things. I can understand that Jesus is God. I can understand how God's word is like a seed.
Reflections and closing prayer.